and welcome to the latest edition of In Focus. I'm your host, Cassidy Jo Fullerton. Today we are joined by an important member of the Cal State Fullerton community. Over the last 5 years, she has led the university in accomplishing many feats, including being named a top national university by U.S. News and World Report. Please welcome California State University Fullerton President, Mildred Garcia. Thank you.
Hi, Cassidy. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm really glad you got to be here with us today.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and start with you just telling us a little bit about yourself and your role as president.
So I have been president of this amazing university, Cal State Fullerton, for 5.5 years. It's exciting. It is a place I love with all my heart. And the reason I love it so much is because I, too, am a first-generation college student and really am part of our student body and who they are and what they are doing. We have over 40,000 students. Can you imagine?
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
And so what sort of led you to this position of president?
It is about the community that we serve. We have students from all walks of life, not only ethnic diversity, but also diversity in income, diversity in religious background, diversity in thought, diversity in political party. We have it all. We are a microcosm of the United States, and we are teaching the world how to live, work, and study together, and live together and create a beautiful democracy.
Very nice. And then you, of all people, really drive home the fact about the importance of higher education. So what more could you say about that?
It's so important to seek a higher education because as we look at the changing world, today, by 2020, everybody will need some sort of higher ed experience in order to be successful. In addition to that, as I said earlier, with over our 40,000 students and over 250,000 alums, they stay within our community. 75% of our students stay within a 30-mile radius from where we are at Cal State Fullerton, which means they are the workers, the entrepreneurs, our engaged citizens, lifting our community. And so if we want our country to continue to be productive and vital, it is important that our students get that higher education degree. And in addition to that, it's a personal good. Because as a first-generation college student, people don't ask in my family, am I going to college? They ask, where am I going to college? And now we have doctors, people who are lawyers, people who are financial planners in my family.
That's amazing. And then just to kind of roll off, going more so with your accomplishments, you're the first Latina to become a president of the CSU system.
Yes.
So what sort of example do you think this sets?
You know, I think it's important that students see people that look like them in order to reach the highest pinnacle. And it's also important that students who are not like them see people who are diverse reaching these highest accomplishments. We are opening doors, just like women and you, Cassidy, who's going to become a journalist.
Thank you.
We'll open the doors for other women. You will also show men that we can hold powerful positions.
Of course we can.
Yes, we can.
Awesome. And then you have accomplished a lot during your time as president. So what would you say are some of your happiest accomplishments, or what are you most proud of?
I would say my very first happiest accomplishment is every year graduation. Last year we graduated our largest graduating class, over 11,000 students.
That's incredible.
With bachelor's degrees and master's degrees and doctorates going out into the world to continue to do the best thing they can do. Our graduation rates have gone up to 67% when it was at 50% when we first got here. We have gotten rid of what we call the opportunity gap for transfer students and cut in half the opportunity gap for first-time freshmen. And we have raised more money than we've ever raised, two $20 million years back to back. When we first got here, it was $8 million. So there is many accomplishments, but more importantly, it's the students who are learning with our amazing faculty and staff that help them to go out into the world.
That's very nice. And then on top of that, Cal State Fullerton is #2 in the state for awarding degrees to Hispanics, right?
Number 1 in the state.
Number 1 in the state.
Number 3rd in the nation.
Very
Number
nice.
1 in the state in graduating women with bachelor's degrees. So we have to say that as well. That is just as important because women have to continue to progress in this country as well and go into all the professions.
And I agree. All right. And so, unfortunately, after this semester, you will be leaving us because you're going to be working for, I want to get this right, the American Association of State Colleges and Universities, the AASCU. So what does this new role entail for you?
So I will be representing the over 400 state colleges and universities in the country, just like Cal State Fullerton. And it is going to be an amazing opportunity for me not only to advocate the important role that our universities play in this country, but assist presidents and their teams to continue to reach higher, as we say at Cal State Fullerton, to make us even better and stronger so our students will go out and do their amazing work.
So you mentioned Titans Reach Higher, and I know you're a big proponent of this. So what exactly does it mean for Titans to reach higher?
For me, it's a slogan that we came up with because I always say no student comes to college to fail.
Of course
they come in ready to reach higher, to reach their dreams. And then our amazing faculty and staff also are reaching higher because they are using their talents and their skills and helping students reach higher. And then when we all reach higher, we are in the joyous occasion of celebrating all the accomplishments of our wonderful students.
Go Titans! Part of Titans Reach Higher, it involves being a part of HIPs or high impact practices. So what kind of make up these high impact practices?
Right. One of the things that is our slogan, as in higher education we call it HIPs. But for the public it means students engaged in their learning. May it be a student engaged with the faculty in the research lab, or students learning how to work in Washington through our DC Scholars, or students performing on stage for Concert Under the Stars.
Studying abroad.
Or is it Study Abroad, where we have an amazing program for students who have never had a passport, never traveled on a plane, never left their neighborhood, and go away for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, and understand the amazing world that's outside of Orange County.
Very nice, very nice. All right, so Cal State Fullerton just celebrated its 6th-year anniversary, its Diamond Jubilee. So how important is it to you that you were able to see this, be here for this?
For me, it's so important for me to be here for the 60th anniversary. It's part of our history.
Exactly.
It's the diamond anniversary, and of course all girls love diamonds, but in addition to that, it shows the maturity of our university, that we have survived 60 years through many, many things. And here we are, stronger than ever, largest enrollment ever, largest graduating class ever, the most diverse student body, and we are teaching the world how to live in a democracy because we know how to do it at Cal State Fullerton.
Exactly, and here's to 60 more.
And here's to 60 more.
All right, and I'd also like to see, what advice do you sort of have to students who come to Cal State Fullerton or even to any CSU system?
You know, I say to them, learn as much as you can. It's an amazing opportunity to be in such a diverse world, to learn from each other about each other's cultures, to not only learn the academic, but to learn the personal, to learn how to work with people from across the aisle, for example, to be able to have those civil discourses, to agree to disagree, but to learn how to distinguish among facts and things that are not facts, to learn how to learn and how to seek answers, and to also continue learning. That once you leave your journey at Cal State Fullerton, it's not over, that you must continue learning because the world is changing so rapidly.
Exactly. And so I'd like to kind of take a turn into the world of politics a bit more, because a lot has been going on politically, and to counteract that, Cal State Fullerton has done a lot in response. So one thing in particular is DACA. So what are your sort of comments on that?
You know, for us, we say in our mission statement that we accept all students from all walks of life, and whoever walks onto the campus of Cal State Fullerton, we cherish them and we help them grow. Students came here with DACA, not a fault of their own, but they are here, they are studying, they are getting degrees. Some of them have been faculty members who have doctorates, who are contributing to society. And so we are a nation of immigrants. The only people who are natives here are Native Americans. And so we are all a nation of immigrants living and learning and lifting a country. And we are the role model of the world, of how to bring people together and live together. It was certainly part of my growing up, where I lived in New York City and lived in tenement buildings and housing projects with people from all over the world. And I was enriched by learning from them. And we will do that and continue that at Cal State Fullerton.
It's very well spoken. And then I believe it was back in January or February of last year, you actually got to meet with our Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos.
Yes,
what was
I
that
did.
like?
She is lovely. She is a woman who's learning a job, just like I did when I became president. She is listening, and she is going to work alongside us. And we need to continue to advocate for the great work we do at Cal State, Fullerton, and state colleges and universities. We need to demonstrate. We have to take the responsibility of giving her evidence of our success stories so that she will understand that we are definitely the solution for this nation.
Very nice. And will your new role at all entail you working with her even more?
Absolutely. I will be working with her more, going up on the Hill, writing op-eds and speaking about our wonderful state colleges and universities. And I am blessed with my experience here at Cal State Fullerton because I will have many, many examples that I could turn to and say, here's what a state college and university can do, and here's what Cal State Fullerton is doing. And I know my other colleagues are doing the same thing.
That is amazing. Thank you.
Thank
Is there
you.
anything else that you would like to add?
I just tell our students, and I tell you, continue learning, keep reaching higher. You're an amazing institution, and I know that whoever comes in after me will continue to reach higher for all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, well, that is all the time that we have for today. I would like to thank our guest, President Mildred Garcia, once again for being here. And I'd also like to add, I do believe that you will be greatly missed.
Thank you so much.
Until next time, I'm Cassidy Jo Fortin. Thank you for watching In Focus.